Back here with another episode of Road to the World Series. Today we finish off the home and home series with the Cleveland Indians. We have taken two of the three so far in this series. We're looking to take the home and home 3 games to 1 against the Indians and sweep them on their home field on the back end of this home and home series. Try and inch ever closer to 500 as well. It's starting for us today, Kyle Hendricks, who's 3-4 with a 6.17 ERA, so he's had a rough year, but he's done okay in relief of our two injured starting pitchers, Jason Hammel and Tsuyoshi Wada. Hammel, who is roughly 2 starts away from coming back, which is promising, so that'll help us out big in the rotation, and then Wada still roughly a month away. And we got a couple other guys coming off the DL soon. Chris Coghlan hopefully will be back for the first game of the Minnesota series coming up tomorrow. And then Miguel Montero shortly coming back as well. Although I have to say Kyle Schwarber has done one heck of a job in filling in for him. Schwarber will probably be getting called. I'll probably be calling him up in the September call-ups for sure. Definitely loving him up here at the big league level. Just a quick look at the standings here real quick. 8 back on the Brewers, and I believe we're sitting 4 back in the wild card. So we're still in prime striking distance, and hopefully we can get some offense like we did yesterday. Our offensive explosion for 7 runs, or was it 5? I think it was 5 runs. But it was a good offensive game. We were able to notch the win, and not too shabby. The offense showed up finally in the 7th inning. We scored 5 in the 7th, and we're able to roll past the Indians yesterday. So hopefully we can get that last win today and get ever closer to that 500 mark. Let's go ahead and get into this ball game now. You know what? We're going to go ahead and wear the blues. Just a change of pace for Hendricks. Hendricks not going to be all the way up at full stamina, but he will be very, very close. They keep trying to get me to switch him out, but I'm going to keep skipping it. I don't have anybody else to put in his place. But I'm going to go ahead and leave the lineup that I have set here. Kristen Orpheus being run ragged. I guess I'll replace him. Junior Lake will get another start. Short on the bench right now, like I said, because I still have that extra arm in the bullpen. I'm going to have to make another move to bring another position player up to cover somewhere in the outfield to give one of these guys a day off. But otherwise, that's what we're going to roll out there with today. I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at Progressive Field. And I'll be back after the game, guys. Enjoy.
And that's an easy play. Oh, he missed him. How in the world did that happen?
That is extreme agility by a former football player. That looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety.
2-1. That is into left field. Cespedes giving chase. Not going to get this.
We've got baseball under the lights at Progressive Field. It's Cubs baseball on the show. Next. Now from Progressive Field here in Cleveland, MLB The Show has Thursday night baseball. The road trip continues with the second of a quick 2-game set between the Cubs and the Cleveland Indians. With that, we say hello again, everybody, and welcome to Cubs Baseball. Matt Vasgersian with you, Mike Side. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our 2 starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs, as Joe Maddon will line them up like this. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys, as his numbers are on your screen. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. Dexter Fowler will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m. EK, you take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, they still find themselves stuck in 3rd place in the division, but this is an important stretch for these guys, and if they can string a few victories together, they've got a chance to get back into it.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here's another 0-2. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
1-2 pitch coming to Fowler. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We saw this in his last start. He just hasn't been able to find that put-away pitch with 2 strikes that you got to have at this level.
The 2-2. And this is in the air now for the center fielder, Bourne. And he puts it away for the first down.
Yeah, an easy fly ball there to start the ball game. One of the big keys for him in this one is going to be keeping that leadoff man off base. He's off to a good start here.
Chris Bryant will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ball game.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
First pitch on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Put him down.
1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
The 1-1 home. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
The 1-2. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The numbers, 282 to start play, 9 homers, and 33 driven in. One 1-0 pitch now. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And it's gone. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, even though they were able to face this guy in the absolute best position possible, 2 outs, bases empty, that doesn't mean he's still not going to make you pay. He just unloads here for a long home run, but it was just a solo shot.
Jorge Soler will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. On to the bottom of the first at Progressive Field. And the Cubs have an early 1-0 lead. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Indians here. Kyle Hendricks will get the call to face these guys. No doubt he could really use a good start here because he's been struggling big time with his command of late. Even some talk that he might be headed for the bullpen or worse. So this could really be a pivotal start. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. Standing in is the leadoff man, Michael Bourne, as he'll get things started in the home half of the first. And he lays off there, 1-0. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And they got both the series and the road trip off to a good start with the win yesterday, so they'll be aiming to keep it going here.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
The 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
The 2-1 home. And this will be fouled away. 2-2. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. The 2-2 one more time. This ball's grounded foul. Ready with another 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. And before we go much further, let's pull up the scouting report for this 25-year-old so we can see what to expect. David Murphy will stand in now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. Now here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And, oh, this one drops. And the pitch. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
The first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. It's the Cubs 1 and the Indians nothing. Mike Olt will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Now the first pitch. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Starlin Castro will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. First offering on the way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Here it comes. Now the 0-1 is right back past him on the mound, and it's going to keep on going into center field. It's a base hit.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
Number 12 will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch coming. And this is fouled back and out of play. He waits. Now the pitch. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Well, this ball's just not hit nearly hard enough to get 2, obviously because he hit it with half of a bat. So a nice job there to dodge the remnants of what used to be a baseball bat and at least get the sure out at first.
Junior Lake standing in, and a bouncing ball, foul. Has a look, now the pitch. Ball one.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Here comes the 1-1. This one's in there. Maybe should have been strike three, but instead it's 1-2 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. 1-2. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Ronnie Chisenhall will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Now here's the first pitch. And this is on the ground toward the hole. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Nick Swisher will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready now on 1-1. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Full count pitch on its way. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Mike Aviles will stand in for the first time here. And here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one. Runners on first with one down. He's set, now the pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Pause, now the pitch. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. One there, back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Addison Russell will step in here to start their half of the third with the top of the order to follow.
Addison Russell.
Now the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Here's the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And now a pitch on the way. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. So with one gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. Dexter Fowler will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he runs that one high and tight for ball one. One out, nobody on. The 1-0. And this is fouled straight back. Now the 1-1 pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Fouled back. Here comes a 2-2. Hit on the ground towards first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Chris Bryant will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Here's the first offering. Fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with two men out. Now here's the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. One on the way. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
Here comes a 1-2. Oh, he goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. Swisher is underneath this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Francisco Linder makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Francisco Linder.
First pitch to him. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
Here's the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Here it comes, 3-0. And good patience exercised as he works out to walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Ryan Rayburn will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. First pitch coming. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
He's set. Now the pitch. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And there's a base hit. The first one of the ball game for the Indians.
Good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots his ball right back up the middle.
In now, Roberto Perez. Grounded fouled off to the right. He's ready. Now the pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Here's Castro for one. On to first, and they get them both.
First and second, nobody out. You think you're in a great position to do some damage here in this inning. And then, the one thing that you could not have is the double play, and that's exactly what you get.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
The 1-0. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Here's the 1-1 home to Bourne. A little bit outside. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner towards second. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
That's a good at-bat right there. He comes through with a 2-out RBI to make sure they get something out of this inning after that double play nearly wiped things out.
David Murphy will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch on the way. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball one. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Here's a 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
Now the 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch coming. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Now batting.
In is Jorge Soler. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. That last home run, officially 406 feet. The pitch. And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. Over the wall, into the bullpen, and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year, and with it the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Wow, they've definitely gotten after it here to start this inning. That's back-to-back home runs now to the first 2 hitters. On the mound, he's got to be saying, you got to be kidding me.
Here's Mike Olt now.
Designated hitter.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Wow, he's been like a cat with 9 lives out there. Normally, when you give up 3 home runs, you're going to be in big trouble. But luckily, they've been solo homers, so it's kept them in the ballgame.
Starlin Castro will dig in. He singled his first time around. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Up with it is Aviles. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And we see a 5-mile-an-hour separation between these 2 starters from 96 down to 91 as the top 2 speeds. Number 12 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Here it comes. Now a check swing. The appeal down to Earl Hendricks at third. No swing. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Cubbies are in front, 3-1. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. Now the first pitch. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. In there, a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, And how he managed with that swing to wind up with a double is beyond me. Hey, that's baseball.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First offering on the way. Lays off 1-0. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He stands at second with his 13th double of the year. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Blowing away as he misses again, 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
The 3-0 pitch. And this one will be out of play off to the left. The 3-1 coming. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Payoff pitch coming. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Here's the full count offering. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Now the payoff pitch home. That's hard hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And the run will score from second as they cut it to 1 at 3-2 now.
It took him a while to find the one he liked, but on the 8th pitch, he finally comes through with an RBI single. That's a great job of both driving up the pitch count and driving in the run.
Here's the switch-hitting Nick Swisher. As he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. The second for 1. Back to first, and Swisher has grounded into a double play.
Sharply hit here, but right at the first baseman coming off the bag. So he gets the ball rolling as they pull off the nice 3-6-1 double play.
Mike Aviles steps in now. First pitch coming. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now the pitch. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. We played 4 full. The Cubs lead this one 3-2. Junior Lake will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Left fielder number 22, Junior Lake.
Come on, Indians.
Now here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball without a whole lot behind it towards Swisher out in right. And very quickly, 1 gone.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball, and this thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Standing in now, Addison Russell. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And now a pitch on the way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone.
Well, apparently he just got his gas tank refilled during the last half inning because I'll tell you, he's come out looking as sharp as he has the whole ball game.
Dexter Fowler will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Pitch on the way. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Here's the 1-1. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Francisco Linder will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth. Now the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Here's the pitch. For the shortstop, Castro. Oh, and this is kicked out there by Castro. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, here's another look. This looked to be a fairly routine play. Just might have hit him, though, on the heel of the glove, and now they've got a leadoff base runner.
Ryan Rayburn will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Here's the first offering. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one.
And you can see it. He's upset with himself out there at short. And he should be. He's a big leaguer. He'd like to get a ground ball here to get himself off the hook.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Comes set. Now the pitch. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. Two different pitches, both taken on the inside corner. And now they can go just about anywhere they want.
He's ready now. The pitch on a good curveball gets him swinging for route number one.
Well, this curveball right here has got a lot of snap to it. You can see pretty clearly he's finishing off his pitches much, much better than earlier in the ballgame and getting much better results as well.
Into the box, Roberto Perez, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Comes set. Now the pitch. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Oh, and he misses it. The relay, and he is in there.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. Don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and that's going to wind up a two-base error.
Michael Bourne at the plate now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Boy, I'll tell you what, after seeing 2 errors in the inning, as a pitcher, you pretty much have to go into strikeout mode.
Come on, pop one.
From the belt, the pitch. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. A play at the plate, and that lead disappears with it as this is now a 3-3 ball game.
That's just a gutsy decision to break for home on that play. He's going on contact, so you'd think a corner infielder would be able to throw him out. But it doesn't work out that way, and he somehow makes it in to score.
Here's David Murphy now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Boy, and right here, just a ground ball is going to get you a run. And more than that, it gets you the lead in this game. So you've got to find a way to put that ball in play.
3 runs, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Big pitch here, 1-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, this is due justice for the guy on the mound. He probably should have had the strikeout on the last pitch, but, you know, at the plate, you got to know you're not going to get that pitch called the ball twice in a row.
Here's Carlos Santana now, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
I don't think he's going to want to throw that pitch in that same location again ever in his life to this guy.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Now the 1-1. And they'll try to go away with this one, but it misses as well, and it's to 2-1 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And up at the plate now, he's really in the driver's seat. I don't think they want to walk him, so this should be something good.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. He can make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Lonnie Chisenhall will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. First pitch to him. Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field. Fowler is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So a run on no hits, and they wind up leaving the bases loaded. 5 innings complete, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Chris Bryant will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Chris Bryant.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. First pitch coming. And the 6th inning will start with a swing and a routine ground ball to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
First baseman number 44,
Anthony Rizzo will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch on the way. And now the bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Well, he's not going to like the fact that he broke his bat. That's the one that's got all the hits in it.
Jorge Soler will step in. He homered his last time around. First pitch coming. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1.
Yeah, 2 outs, nobody on. Got a pretty good idea what he's going to do. He won't hold back here.
The pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Now here's the pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. On to the bottom of inning number 6, tied 3 apiece.
Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. That one's in there on the black, 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
Now the 2-1. A curveball here, but he was waiting for it and sends it in the air to deep left field. Lake is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Back here in Cleveland, tight one on our hands. All tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play. Mike Olt will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Designated hitter, Mike Olt.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Now the first pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
Now the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Hit hard to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Boy, you talk about a guy getting himself in a groove. How about 10 in a row? He's retired now. You're just making it look easy.
Starlin Castro will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First offering on the way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Now here's the pitch. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
1-1 pitch on the way. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2 with 1 away. And he swings and hits this ball high in the air and deep to left center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this guy is a joy to watch out there in center field. He's got those long strides that allow him to close on the ball quickly, and he's able to track this one down and put it away.
Number 12 will be the batter. 0 for 2 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
And now finally that base hit breaks a string of 11 straight that he had retired. He was starting to look invincible out there.
Junior Lake will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
He's set, now the pitch. And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Michael Bourne will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. Neil Ramirez will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Michael Bourne will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. The next pitch. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th.
A good sign here to start the home 7th. He finds a pitch to his liking there, and now the go-ahead run's on base to kick off the inning.
David Murphy will stand in now. He'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Now the first pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 home. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
The 1-1 home. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Pause, now the pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Comes set, now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 offering. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Swung on and lifted down the left field line. Oh, and he misses it. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Well, you know, he does have a long way to go to get to this ball, but geez, once you get there, catch it. I think he's going to tell you that he should have caught that ball, and the official scorer, he's going to agree with him too. He's going to get smacked with an error.
Here's Carlos Santana now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. But one or the other is what you really need.
Come on now, Tribe.
From the stretch. Now a ground ball towards the hole. The tag gets 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Ronnie Chisenhall will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first offering. And this is going to be a foul ball. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Oh, now a ball hit up the middle, and it's going to get on through into center field for a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead here in the 7th. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and stepping in is the right fielder, Nick Swisher. First pitch coming. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Runners are at first and second with one away. He's set, now the pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Even though this is still just a one-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
Here comes the 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. And now on 3-2, do you put any thought into sending the runners here with one away? Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. 3-2, here it is. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, not only was that pitch buried in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Mike Aviles will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
First pitch to him. To the right side. Did he get it through? He did. It's into right, a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run game now. Francisco Linder will stand in with a big opportunity to pad this lead if he can avoid the double play ball. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. From the belt, the pitch. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Here's the 1-0. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Here comes the 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Here he comes on 2-1. This could be trouble now. It's 3-1. But he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
And a good pitch there as they come after him, and the count goes full.
Yeah, and I think if he lays off right there, that's going to be a run. You got to shrink your strike zone in that spot. Don't go after anything that's borderline.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
Yeah, really no shot at 2 on a high chopper like that one. They do wind up getting the force at second, but that runner from third is able to just waltz in and score.
Ryan Rayburn will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
First pitch on the way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
And this is what he needs out there right now. He has to find some confidence in those secondary pitches, and that's a good changeup there.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Now a slider in the dirt. Good block by the catcher there.
I think he's set up for that changeup again, Steve. Don't you?
I was thinking the same thing.
A big pitch here, 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. And you can't let the emotion enter into the equation, or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
3 runs already home here. The 2-2 one more time. On a big swing there, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Cleveland's out in front, 6-3. Brian Shaw will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Addison Russell will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. And the leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
Not too many balls hit solidly tonight. Just their 6th hit of the game. So now they need to figure out some way to string a few of these together.
Dexter Fowler will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First pitch coming. There goes the runner. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Here's a situation where there's a new reliever out there. You know he's going to be focused on getting ahead, and boom, you take off on the first pitch. Now you've really given him something to think about.
Now the 1-0 pitch. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Grounded foul off to the right side. One-two pitch coming to Fowler. Swinging a liner back through the box. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Our line scorer here from Progressive Field. Tribe leading this one in the 8th as they look to put the finishing touches on a solid home win. Chris Bryant will stand in, but with the tying run still in the on-deck circle, he needs to get on base somehow. And here's the first pitch. This ball's in the air now out to right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's safe.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Anthony Rizzo stand in with 2 home runs already under his belt in this one. Now here's the first pitch. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
He's ready now. The pitch. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
The 1-1. Out of play off to the right. Now the 1-2. Rizzo out in front here as this is pulled foul into the seats in right. Again, a 1-2. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And the runner is in to score from third on what was not a good throw at all. Trying to do a little too much out there, so that'll go into the books as an E2. Scott Atchison will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Jorge Soler will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. First pitch coming. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. From the belt, kicks and deals. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
You can't tie the game swinging at balls.
A runner on first with 2 away. He's set, now the pitch. Chopper, foul. Here comes another 0-2. Now a ball lined into left field. That's a base hit.
Next for the Cubs, designated hitter, Mike Olt.
Mike Olt will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Two men are on with 2 men out. Has a look, now the pitch. Here's a swing, and he saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Indians lead it 6-4. Roberto Perez will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Catcher, Roberto Perez.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Jason Mott is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Jason Mott.
Roberto Perez will dig in here.
Leading out from the try, catcher, Roberto Perez.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Here comes the 1-0. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A 2-1 offering. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here he comes on 2-2. 3-2 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Once again a 3-2. Here's the ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
And right here you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Michael Bourne at the plate now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And now a pitch on the way. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Good start to the inning here out of the bullpen. After 3 runs came in to score last inning, they needed someone to come in here and slow that offense down a bit.
David Murphy will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game. Now the first pitch, and a ball, 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0 to Murphy. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. We'll see the exciting young shortstop Starlin Castro lead things off when we return. 9th inning coming up. It's the Indians 6 and the Cubs 4. Cody Allen is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. And there is the aforementioned Mr. Castro. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Think you'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
Now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You got to be a little more restrained here leading off an inning. That's a big run if you can get on base, and you don't want to give away an opportunity by chasing bad pitches.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mass, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Stepping in now, number 12. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Here's the pitch. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitching. That's usually a fastball.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Yeah, you can tell right there. 0-2, he's just thinking about protecting the plate. And he nearly chased a bad one there, but he caught himself at the last possible instant.
One, two. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Junior Lake standing in. As he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. And a base hit as Swisher's in to cut it off. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games. Addison Russell will step in. Singleton came around to score his last time. First offering on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
He's ready, now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Comes set, now the pitch. That misses 1 and 2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians are going to get out of here with a split in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
And it seems like just yesterday we were getting this series started, and now it's already over. Oh yeah, it was yesterday that we just got it started. At any rate, this is going to wind up a split. Each team will wind up winning a game apiece.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's It's nice to have someone like this you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 6-4. Good night from Cleveland.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 6 runs.
Well, unfortunately, we couldn't take that game and take the three or four out of that series. But I mean, it's just the defense. Well, I shouldn't say the defense. Junior Lake cost us that and really hurt Neil Ramirez in the process, as his error in the 7th allowed 3 runs to score in that inning, and then it also his error following Starlin Castro's error in the 5th, I believe, possibly I think it was the 6th, 5th or 6th, caused a long inning for Kyle Hendricks. Had he caught that, we got a double play following that, and we would have been out of that inning. So really, the defense really hurt today. The pitching did, for the most part, pretty well. Neil Ramirez had a tough time, but I mean, what are you gonna do when you got a guy that gets a base hit and then the next guy reaches on an error? Kind of throws you off a little bit. But you know, that's just kind of the way the ball rolls there. We started off our road trip here 1-1, and hopefully we can. It'd be nice to finally sweep the series. Looking forward to Minnesota. We haven't swept the series since our first road series in April. That's quite a while ago. So hopefully we can get some business taken care of against Minnesota coming up. Matchups coming up in the next few games. We got John Lester versus Tommy Malone. And then C.J. Edwards versus Ricky Nolasco. And then in the third and final game of that series, we have Jake Arrieta versus Kyle Gibson. You can see in that game, both guys having hard luck years. Arrieta 3-8 with a 4.77 ERA, and Kyle Gibson 2-9 with a 5.67 ERA. So that's going to be the battle of the bad, and we're going to see who can pull that game out there. Pretty even matchups throughout across the board this series. You got John Lester, who's 6-3 versus Tommy Malone, who's 6-1. You know, so and then in the second game you have C.J. Edwards 3-3 versus Nolasco, who's 2-3. So very similar records for every pitcher on either side coming up in the next series, and then obviously we have the 4-game set against Los Angeles, who we luckily get to face Clayton Kershaw the very first game of that series. So after Minnesota, the road gets rough. We got LA and then St. Louis coming up, and then the division leading Mets as well to end the month and into early July. So schedule's about to get really tough again. We're gonna have to get going. But luckily, a bunch of our games are on the road where we've been phenomenal. Just take a quick look at our road record here, real quick. On the road, we are 20-14. So away from Wrigley, we are a much better team. So it benefits us a little bit. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode of Road to the World Series. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow us here on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network, or Life of Raw Sports Gaming, and then subscribe to us on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network. And then also don't forget about our Twitter page as well. You can catch up with anything going on here at Life of Raw Sports Gaming at LRSGN on Twitch. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm actually going to be coming back with another episode in probably about 10 minutes. So if you're looking forward to that, about midnight. Central Time. So if you're looking forward to that, be sure to catch the next episode in about 10 minutes. Thanks for watching, guys, and you guys be sure to keep it real.